So a hot tip for first home buyers, right?
Like, I think you've got to look for these locations that have in the local area a bad reputation for probably a silly reason. You look at it on paper and you're like, schools, close to the highway. There's a lot of growth in nearby suburbs. It's actually a really nice on paper area. I really recommend it to people starting out. You know, you can think creatively. You know, it can be an investment, but maybe at first it's something that you actually move into to build the incentives, get on the ladder somewhere. It doesn't have to be the dream house. Right.
I mean, for us, it was in an area that when I called the Logan City Council, I remember this conversation still to this day. I spoke to the lady at the front desk there about putting an application in to build the property and the plumbing application. And I mentioned the suburb, and she said to me, "Oh, and I said I was a builder. I didn't say I was a homeowner." She said, "Oh, such a shocking area, that one." That's what she said to me. I still remember it to this day. I think, my goodness. And it's so similar, like your story with the Pacific Pines property.
Yeah, I would never build there. Oh, wait a minute.
Goodness, I would never.
Suddenly, it's gone up a ridiculous amount. And
so a hot tip for first home buyers, right? You know, use those government grants and get in something that, you know, is probably not the most ideal to start with, but not the dream home at least. But
yeah, and you've got to, like, I you know, there was that old show. It was like location. Like, I think you've got to look for these locations that have in the local area a bad reputation for probably a silly reason. Like there'd just been a shooting in the area. Oh, it's unheard of, you know.
Yeah.
But you look at it on paper and you're like, schools, it's close to the highway. There's a lot of growth in nearby suburbs, which are a little bit higher priced, but it's actually a really nice on paper area. A lot of shops around the place. It's well developed, up and coming community. No, I think, and you've got to sort of back yourself. I think other people haven't quite got it right. And I think, if you're someone who's like newly moved to the area, like let's say you haven't grown up in the area, you might be able to see those things that other people can't.
100%.
And I was like that, not that I'd grow up in Brisbane, but I wasn't new to the Gold Coast. I remember people complaining about their 15-minute drive to work. Like, I have to drive 15 minutes. Traffic was so much. I was like, what are you talking about? 15 minutes is nothing. Oh, you live so far away. Pacific Bus, 15 minutes away. That was the mindset at the time on the Gold Coast, you know? Yeah. And I just thought, no, this is ridiculous. It's going to change.
Yeah.
And it did.
And it did.